Yeah, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, make on hear waiting the happen at Nigerian headquarters, Nigerian army. Make on hear how they are perpetrating the genocide and homicide is going on in the Biafran region. Well, as I'm talking to you now, a lot of localities, villages, and also some communities in Imo State. Almost this Imo State in the news since 2019. Since the so-called hopeless Udodunjo takes over the affairs of Imo State has become a war zone. It has been from one problem to the other, from one invasion to the other, from one burning to the other, from one destroying of Biafran's properties to the other. We keep asking these questions without getting any correct answers from the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, FCT. Why is it that it's only in Imo State that all these things are happening? They don't bother to ask themselves these questions to get the answers. The simple answer is that because they have chosen the person the masses hate, and the masses will do everything humanly possible to turn against him. Even if you like, let him buy himself today, nobody will even shed tears, because this guy have really dealt with the Imolites. He really dealt with the Biafrans. The same man who came out on the day of campaigning in Imo State telling the Imolites that 4,000 Imo youths will left or will leave the shores of Nigeria or the shores of the zoo down to European countries to go and work. In other words, he want to send them to exile. He said December, after the election of November till now, how far now? I think the right time for people to know that no any politicians that have their interests at heart. They only promise you what they know, even within themselves, that they cannot do. Because when they said this, now people came out and begin to castigate him. Now, so everybody full internet, they defend him, say, he will do it. After all, he just want to specialize on this to train them abroad so that they will come back and be remitting to the government. And the people you want to send abroad to go and look for work. So, what if you build that particular kind of work you want them to go abroad to do, and you build a factory in Owerri there or Imo State, so they won't be able to learn well? Is that what they're telling us? You forget that all the best nurses or doctors you can find in anywhere in the world, both US, UK, that people are running to France, they are all Nigerians. In fact, they are all Igbos. 95% of them or 90% of them, if I'm not mistaken, are all Igbos from the southeastern part of the country. Anyway, my people, I beg, if you get this message, like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing, because more of these videos is on the way coming to you. The Nigerian terrorists at headquarters Nigerian Army have burned the hospital, accusing the owner of the hospital of offering treatment to Biafran fighters. Make on the CEO, make on see the reasons of offering treatment to Biafran fighters. So the only way you find out that the only way you can do is to burn a hospital that is providing, the hospital that you cannot build, the hospital that you didn't even build, is to burn it down so that people who depend on that hospital for their daily treatment can die and you don't even care. Look at what these people are doing in our land. And the international community are seeing all these things and they keep silent. Well, the gods of our land is also watching. There will be a day, which that day is called a reckoning day. And that day, we're not going to know how far. You get the point now, That day, we're not going to know how far. They burned the person's house and also his hospital. This is the act of terrorism for a government that doesn't build hospital for its citizens to accuse someone and burn his hospital. It's happening in our land, Imo State. It's happening in our territory, the Biafra territory. Anyway, my people, we are going to take the reactions on this video to know exactly what my people think about this very particular issue. We have a Fortizo who said, if truly is true, in-house investigation needs to be done because there is a mole in the midst. Who is going to do all this? All the old people that you trust on, that we call our political leaders in the southeast, all of them have eaten the forbidden fruit. No one dare to talk, because when you talk, they will strip you of whatever portfolio they have given to you, and also use EFCC, ICPC, DSS, and the rest of other political, their political touts to deal with you. According to you, the Nigerian army can't get such information. If truly the info is true, without the hand of an insider. Of course, someone must have been said that, but no matter whatever they say, if you get the person who is giving treatment to whoever you think that they are, that they don't deserve to have treatment, get the person arrested and prosecute him according to the law. Not burning the person's hospital. For what reason? The hospital you cannot build is what you are destroying. And you tell me that the God or the gods will have mercy on you or your children. That is why you see most of all these military and the police officers, their children have never amounted to anything. It is only, it's either they born criminals or they born cultists or they born miliki here and there because of all this nonsense. Out of jealousy, they will destroy people's properties. Samuel said they capture one governor if Biafra Liberation Army have that power. I don't know why it is difficult to do that all this while. There's nothing to wait for again. Sir Williams said they never see something, yet Biafra land will consume them. According to this our brother. Yemi Bade said, but at the end, #Biafra must be restored. So when the #Biafra is restored, I wonder how the terrorists will feel over the evil act they have been doing in the Biafra land and lives they have taken trying to stop Biafra. It is impossible to stop the Biafra and #Biafra referendum now. Chinedu said Obinze should go down. All this military, they are from Obinze. Stanley Chuk said Nigerian terrorist soldiers are at it again, doing what they knew how to do best. I hope they know we will never forget or forgive them. I'm waiting Stanley Chuk's talk. White Hope said, if it baffles me to see that police stations and army barracks are still standing and all the one Nigeria enablers in Biafra land working free. Police and military checkpoints all over our land. Now, wow, Brother Don said it is only Lucifer, candidates and unprofessional armies that can go this far. That is absolutely after Tunumbu out of a defeated, uncultured person at headquarters Nigeria Army. Suji said this is barbaric from Zoo Nigeria Army. Augustine guys who said all this destruction in Biafra land is Biafrans working in Nigeria Army. Do they prevent it? The answer is no. All of them are the same. Don't spare any one of them anymore. Eze Frank said barracks should go down in exchange and compensation to the doctor from the Biafra government. Thank you, Ebo Prime Minister. And we have at headquarters Nigerian Army, barrack should pay for the price immediately. Please. Biafra son said it is long overdue. We need one governor to be used as an example, mostly the governor of Imo State, anywhere he's been found, according to this fella. Charles Fellow Uche said, we don't forget and we don't forgive. Let the dancing step change. Prime Minister, I am boiling like fire. Please do not boil, my dear. Hey, if you get a boiling point, my dear, you will explode. Paazo said, this is too much. I am so sorry, brother. Nothing good will come out of the zoo. And that is exactly the point everyone is trying to make here. The zoo have turned against the Biafrans. They are really pushing the Biafrans to the wall. And the reverse will be the case. Lino Benson said, we must engage an operation. No mercy on them. All involved in playing God to children of light. Like us, USB, United States of Biafra. Zixwan Child said, I'm tired of seeing all these things happening in Biafra. We are just talking about Asaba genocide. And this one happen again. In fact, it is quite unfortunate. Mbaike Chukwu said, why the world is so silent about what is happening in Biafra land? Westerners are afraid of almighty Biafra because they know that Biafra will rule the world before 10 years' time. But with God Almighty, Biafra must be free and become independent nation. He say, well, we are going to take a few more reactions before we round up. This is exactly the unquestionable definition of terrorism. In the 21st century, a so-called government uniform personnel engaged in this barbaric and act of terror. This tells you all you need to know about the zoo. Oselo Kasi Obi said, what is annoying me is that our methods are dictated by our need to minimize loss of Biafran lives and peoples. Yet, Nigeria's terrorist army continues to target and terrorize Biafrans. Biafra is not seeking sympathy from the world, but understanding of what Biafra is doing to Nigeria. Anyway, my people, I don't hear them. We will take a break. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more infos.